Hey guys, it's time to do an early comparison between the iPhone 7 versus the newly announced Google Pixel and the Pixel XL devices. So I've been using the iPhone 7 for about 3 weeks now, actually more than 3 weeks. So I want to give you guys my honest opinion on these two phones, sort of early comparison. Of course, I'll be getting the Google Pixel phone pretty soon and then compare it myself. But this is an early comparison because the Pixel phone is now going on pre-orders and is costing as same as the Apple iPhone 7 for the base model. So Google is now the new Apple of the Android world. So it is completely made by Google itself. So they're not collaborating with any other company. And it's a complete Google product. And they are, like I said, being the Apple of Android world, pricing it as much high as they can. So yeah, now the price is similar. Now we have to decide which one is more worth your money. So first off, you talk about the design and build quality. The iPhone 7, of course, here is using the same design as the iPhone 6s. In fact, is using the same design as the iPhone 6 from the 2014. So we're not going to be talking about its material and everything. In 2016, every phone has metal, okay? Even $200 phone, they come with metallic build quality. So the Apple, they haven't done anything with the design of the iPhone 7. You're pretty much getting the same phone and it's boring. Well, at least Google, of course, they are pricing their phone higher, but they are coming with a big change. Compared to the last year's Nexus 6P and Nexus 5X, the new Google devices, Google Pixel devices are using a combination of a brushed aluminum and a gloss, and they also have kind of roundish edges, so and a little bit edge to the screen, so they will look better. And there's no camera hump, so definitely design wise there's a big change with the new Google Pixel devices. And for me, the change is better, and you don't get that change with the iPhone 7. Now moving on to the display, the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, they both use the same display size as well as the resolution of last year's iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. There's no difference there. There's like a wide color gamut, improvement in the color, 25% more brightness. But that's not what people are excited about. They're excited about the resolution. So Apple might introduce Quad HD with their iPhone 8 or iPhone 9, we don't know. On the other hand, the Google Pixel and the Pixel XL, they're coming with 1080p/Quad HD resolutions. They will be having an AMOLED display technology, so the colors will be really great outdoor-wise, both indoor and outdoor-wise. So definitely, for me as a smartphone guy, I've seen these phones, I've used these phones. I know the display will be better on the Google Pixel phones. The iPhone 7 is rocking stereo speakers, so you do get better audio here. Well, of course, with the Pixel phone, you're not going to be getting a dual stereo speaker system. And also, the iPhone 7 is water and dust resistant, which is something very well appreciated nowadays. And the Google Pixel phone, of course, they are not water and dust resistant. So that's that. That's something of your personal preference. Some people don't really want water resistancy, They don't want to put their phone in water and stuff like that. So on the iPhone 7, you don't get 3.5mm headphone jack, which of course you do get with the new Google Pixel phones. And this is a big greedy move from Apple, and they haven't replaced this feature with any good alternative, you can say. So they haven't changed the design, they haven't made the phone slimmer, they haven't put like a big battery. It's just having the same stuff, and they just remove it because they want to make more money. And yeah, that's only the most you can say appropriate reason why they did. Now the iPhone 7 does have 3D Touch, which works flawlessly with the iOS 10, so you get really good way to interact with your phone, a bunch of different options. And of course, software comparison wise, iOS 10 here, which works really fine, no lag whatsoever. You're going to be having Android on the Google Pixel, which will have a little bit changed icons, a little bit changed navigation buttons, and it will also going to have Google Assistant, which is a straight-on rival compared to the Siri we have here on the iPhone 7 devices. So obviously software-wise, it's going to be your personal preference. iOS is more of a restricted environment where you can't do a lot of stuff, while on Android you get more customization as well as more freedom to interact with other Android devices also. So again, personal preference. You might like iOS more, you might like Android more. There's a big debate, so we're not going to go into that. But one thing that I do know, that they will be giving you a pretty smooth experience for, of course, if you want to keep keep them for like 2 or 3 years. They will be giving you that. Also, moving on to the camera, the new Google Pixel devices, they are having a bigger score or higher score in the DxO mark, which is 89, more than the iPhone 7, which has 7 and the 7 Plus, which has 86. So of course, according to Google, it's going to be the most awesome phone camera, you know, but of course we'll be checking that out when that phone will be available officially. The iPhone 7, on the other hand, here that I personally tested out, the most improvement we have is with the low light conditions. You know, it's improved a lot compared to the iPhone 6s. It's having f1.8 aperture size. Pictures are looking sharp, and also the 4K footage is also looking great, but the autofocus is still not as fast as the Galaxy S7. So I really like the HDR Plus on my Nexus 6P, which gives really good photo quality. So here's a quick comparison of the photos between the iPhone 7 versus the Nexus 6P, and the HDR Plus will be more faster and much better with the new Google Pixel device. I really like it, and it actually has one of the best color exposure balance in all the smartphones, even better than the Galaxy S7 in my opinion. So that will be taken to the next level with the new Google Pixel devices. So of course, we have to wait for the Google Pixel devices to come officially so that we can compare them side by side. But I do know is that they will be having awesome quality, okay? So under the hood, of course, we get Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 on the Google Pixel device, and here you get Apple A10 Fusion chipset. Of course, benchmark-wise, you may see the Apple taking the lead, but in a real-life usage-wise, they will be pretty smooth. They will be giving you a pretty awesome experience, no doubt about that. Now, lastly, we talk about the battery performance. Now, in my personal usage, in all of these 2016 flagship phones that I've used, all these phones will give you around 1 day of usage, okay? You have to charge them at the end of the day, whether it's Galaxy Note 7, S7, iPhone 7, 7 Plus, whatever phone you have to charge them at the end of the day. So, but the difference between the iPhone and other devices, particularly the Android devices, is that they support fast charging. So you can charge your Nexus phone using the fast charging. Of course, it will be charged to 100% in just 1 hour and 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I don't know the exact time, but it does support fast charging. While the iPhone here, the biggest drawback here, that does not support fast charging. It does not support wireless charging. So I don't know what Apple is doing. They will introduce all this stuff with their accessories, whatever, you know, just to make more money. Remember, people are bashing Google about being greedy and everything, but Apple is more greedy here, okay? So they removed the headphone jack or 3.5mm headphone jack just because they can make more money with their Lightning port, okay? So both companies are greedy, but Apple is greedier. So yeah, like I said, fast charging is greatly appreciated, and that's something kind of a deal breaker for a lot of people, a lot of my friends. So yeah, that's actually the main reason why I haven't tried out iPhone as my main device. So yeah, that was a full early on comparison between the iPhone 7 versus the Google Pixel devices we have, and in a full verdict, if you want a changed design, and then definitely go with the Google Pixel devices. But with the iPhone, of course, I will not recommend buying the iPhone 7. If you really want to buy the 7 series, then go for the 7 Plus, which offers like a secondary camera for that depth effect. But really, these iPhones are pretty much the same as last year. So if you want to buy, then go for the 6S. And yeah, wait for the iPhone 8. That might bring you the big design change and the fast charging and all that stuff that you desire to have in your phone. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this early comparison, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.